for example, that all these women who die get 72 virgins.
Would you be happy if the women got it?
72 virgins? No, they want men with experience.
So what? Now, nothing would satisfy you. Even if the women had 72 partners, it wouldn't satisfy you. By the way, there is actually an ayah in the Quran which says a person in paradise, in Jannah, will get what they desire.
Okay,
so we don't know what they'll get.
I'll ask you.
Yeah, go on.
On this earth, you've got a man and woman couple for life.
If they want to, many people get divorced.
Yes, but generally it's man and woman couple for life.
No, it's not actually. In fact, in the West, if you look in the West, in the United States, it's more than 50%.
Just traditionally, it's man and husband.
Was that?
The husband all through his life can't wait to die so he can actually fuck about with 72 virgins.
Yeah, that's where you're coming from.
Is that it?
That's where you're coming from.
No,
I want to know.
Wait a minute. Coming from. I want to know why.
Let me ask you something. You know, you had a problem. You had a problem with two women sharing one husband. Am I right? Because you are that type who would not share your husband, and I agree with you. There are many women who are like that.
I think once it's consensual, do whatever you want.
No, earlier you said something else.
No, I didn't.
You said you would disagree with that.
You can have 100 if it's consensual. If everyone's happy.
Okay, so we have no problem then. We have no problem. If the 72 virgins or the 100 virgins, if they agree to be with this one man, what's your problem?
Because I think, what kind of heaven is it? If every
Just now you said there was no problem.
Okay, I have a problem. If every man has 72 virgins following him around, there's 20, 30 people here, imagine 3 times the size of this. One man with 72 women following him around heaven.
And what's the problem with that?
So where's the rest of it? Where's the human?
What's the problem with that? If they agree to each other, they are in marriage, by the way. Don't forget, they're married to them.
Is it just
what is the problem?
The problem is disproportionately, there's so many more women in heaven than men.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because every man has 72 women. Whereas women have one man.
Oh my God! You know, doesn't matter how many times I told you. Looks like you didn't hear. I told you the women are not the human creation like you think. They are a special creation. How many times I repeated this, and you come back to the same thing again?
Because you never answered it right.
I answered it exactly like this.
This idea of sex.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're thinking about. No wonder you thought about 72 penises. You know, I'm not surprised because you're thinking about a carnal desire to have sex, to have an orgy. That's what you're thinking. It's not like that in paradise.
I'm not. I wonder why on this earth in life, the Islamic man just has to think that only in the afterlife he wants this. Why would you even want 72 virgins?
Who are you to judge them? Who are you to judge them?
So this seems to be
you're telling from your subjective understanding. You know, earlier, I remember this distinctly. I asked you if 2 women want to share one man. You had a problem with it.
Well, I thought you were going to...
And then you backtracked
I thought
afterwards.
you were getting into polygamy and things like that.
I was meaning polygamy. I did mean polygamy.
I want to just talk about virgins.
Alright, let me...
Even if they were... Wait a minute. So you're saying, initially, if there were 72 women here on this earth, and they wanted to marry one man, and they were all virgins, you would be okay with that?
I would be okay once they're okay.
So that's... may I just continue?
So what's the problem? What's the problem?
May I just continue?
You agree with Islamic understanding. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you said that the description of the heaven in one way is described is that you can ask for anything you want and you get.
Yeah, so you can ask for fruits, you can ask for anything, you can ask for.
And then the extended, this is from Quran, I believe, right?
Yeah.
What you said. And then there's the extended description that you can ask for, I don't know how many, 72 virgins.
No, you can't ask. You'll be given. So you should be happy with what you're given. And if Allah wishes,
have a choice.
If Allah wishes, He can give you if you ask. Yeah.
Right, no, so it's
what is the point you're trying to make?
My point is that this particular wish is explicitly mentioned in Quran. What's the motivation for that? Why this specific wish had to be in there, and not all the other wishes that anyone can have?
Okay, you're a man. Answer me this sincerely. Would you desire to have, if the women come to you and they want to have sex with you?
Absolutely not. I would not have sex with them because that's not the kind of...
You know, ask any hot-blooded man and they will say yes. That's why I said be sincere.
Well, that's why it's all about the man.
No, it's not. I told you anyone who is in paradise, if they seek and if they ask God, yes, they will have what they desire. I've told you this several times, but you have already made up your mind. Because she talked to me, that's why.
So you tell me my question, Ron. My question is, what's the motive for putting that verse in?
The motive is very simple. It's a reward from Allah. If anybody is given a reward from Allah for what they desire, I'm answering you. Stop interrupting.
And what are the rewards?
I'm answering you. If you stop interrupting, I'll answer. Otherwise, I'll not carry on the conversation because you have done this many times now.
You just had that's the same.
No, I did not.
Between
While I was answering, she didn't interrupt me.
Yeah, go
okay,
on.
so the question is this: you ask, what is it? Basically, you're asking. Somehow, you're seeing this as evil. If there
No. Don't make assumptions about what I'm thinking. I'm asking.
Also, you think it's not evil?
Well, I'm asking
earlier, you said you wouldn't have it.
I'm asking a question. What's the motivation for that verse being in Quran?
Before I answer that, do you consider having multiple wives evil?
Can you answer the
Do I
question
find
he's
it
asking you?
fair
He
to
just
have
said
multiple
yes.
wives?
Not you yourself. Do you consider this notion of having multiple wives
polygamy
a polygamous marriage?
Look, if any number of people want to have sex together, whatever, if they have consent of each other, that's fine.
So you have no problem then, both of you?
No, my question is...
Because that will be consensual.
What's the motivation for this verse being...
I told you it's desire. It's a human desire. If you ask any hot-blooded man, trust me, if you ask, why do you think there are so many divorces around? Because men sleep... Wait, I'm answering. Because men sleep around with other women. They will not be satisfied with one. Hold on, I'm still answering. You see, you're doing it again. When I'm answering, you interrupt. The last chance. Okay, after this, I'm not talking to you anymore. When a person has extramarital affairs, and which is very common in the West, you should know this. Yes, the reason there are many divorces today is because of that. One of the key reasons is that because the man, he slept with somebody else, not his wife. Okay, doesn't matter. It was actually Islam is the one who actually who limited it to 4 wives. You know, before the polygamy, there had no limit. Like if you look at Solomon, I'm talking to everyone. Like Solomon in the Bible, he had 700 concubines, 300 wives. This is in the Bible. Yes, David had multiple wives. David slept with Bathsheba, who was actually not his wife, and God did not punish him. God forgave him. Wait, I haven't finished yet. So this is something which no person who knows the history and who knows men actually would deny this, that men want to just sleep around. But in Islam, the only time we are supposed to have sex is with our wife, yes, who is legally married to us, like in the religious context of the state. Yes, what I'm saying is that in Jannah they will also be married. Just like you said earlier, you don't care how many people sleep around with how many people. Yes. So in Jannah, as long as it's consensual, yeah? So if they consent, then there's no problem. And that is what a marriage is, my friend. A marriage cannot take place without consent.
I'm not saying that a man sleeping with whatever number of women here or in heaven, it would be wrong in any way.
No, you said on earth it would be okay.
Sorry?
Not in heaven, you said on earth it would be okay.
No.
You said, I don't care how many people they sleep around with.
I'm telling you now, I don't have a problem. I'm not saying that it's wrong for them to do it in heaven or on earth or anywhere. My question is, why has this been put into...
I told you already, desire. I've answered you. You keep repeating the same thing. Exactly.
I'm summarizing with the answer that you just...
Okay, go on.
Hold on.
It's okay. Sabr, inshallah.
So the answer you give.
Go on.
Can I
Guys, come back. Sabr, yalla.
Hold on.
Summarize it, go on.
Yeah. So, no, hold on. So then your answer was, this is to basically motivate them to do good.
And women.
So
and women.
Well, no, it's not. For women.
No.
I'm talking about the specific...
No, but why are you doing that? Why are you only focusing on one verse when I gave you the other
focusing on
No. When I gave you the other passage...
My question is about...
No, but that's what you do. You see, that's not how you read scripture.
No,
when you read a scripture...
What I'm trying to say...
Let me finish.
I'm not against
At least try to understand the point I'm making.
You interrupted me. So
I said the women and the men can have what they desire. I've told you this many times.
What I'm trying to explain is how my friend here has a problem when she hears this from someone else.
Yeah, because she's thinking from the earthly point of view.
I have grown up a Muslim, right? So I have come across people like her who don't understand these verses from Quran. And I think there is a problem with that, because when it comes off as this being a motivating factor to basically remind men that you can ask for anything in heaven you want, but think about this: you can ask for 72 virgins. Can you imagine, right? That in this culture or any culture in this world is going to come off as objectifying women, because now women are becoming the prize for men, whereas you don't find a verse in Quran who says the opposite.
And did I not answer that question already?
It's not a question. I'm basically telling you how you're wrong in thinking that no, you get into
your summary is very...
Your answer to her question is that it's not going to be the existing humans who go over there to become the virgins. It's going to be new creatures. Whereas
they are new creations.
You're missing the point. You're caught up on technicality.
No, but I did tell you about the desire, and this is a reward.
Whereas what I told you this already. As someone who believe you're a practicing Muslim, and you come across someone who has has that view against it, you gotta remember that what's going through her mind is objectifying women. Whereas
did I not tell her that?
I know this.
I told her that. Why do you think she mentioned 72 penises? Why?
Calm down.
It's for that reason.
No, but you do understand that this verse.
Oh, so you wait. Are you saying once again? Wait. Are you saying that when a man marries X number of women, which you didn't have a problem earlier?
I didn't have problem with on this word, on that word. It's not.
No. You wait. You do not have problem with a man sleeping with many women. Is that right?
Is it me or another man?
You.
Well, I wouldn't want that.
No, but do you have a problem with it?
Do I have a problem with sleeping with one woman?
Not you, man, personally. I'm saying any man, because I don't think you are able to. I'm talking about another man who's able to.
I don't have a problem.
Because I asked him earlier, he said no. That's why I said you're not able to. I'm talking about men who are able to. Wait.
That's a bit of a cheap
No, it's not.
Yeah.
There are men who are able to, unlike him, to sleep with many women. Do you have a problem with that?
And
No, I
that
don't have a
was
problem
cheap
with that.
shot.
Alhamdulillah.
No.
Earlier he said you're objectifying women. Did you see that? When Islam does it, it's objectifying women. When he does it, with other people, it's okay. And this is exactly what Allah says, no zina. Do not even think about zina. And this guy has no problem with zina.
So, tell me this. Would you
Have you realized what just happened here?
Would it be okay for
No, you answer my question first.
Would
The question is this. Are you Muslim? No, it's not. He said he's an agnostic. So the question is this. You, once again, can you clarify?
These guys are really distracting.
By the way, do you know?
Show your math?
I'm not going to
Just show your math, man. Don't be so rude. Don't be so rude.
Take it easy, inshallah.
Don't be so rude, man.
Habibi, you're trying to make a habit. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you know what zina means?
I do know.
Okay, what does zina mean?
A married woman sleeping with other men, right?
Sorry?
A married woman sleeping with other men.
Doesn't matter if it's married or not married.
Not married or married. Okay. Do you have a problem with zina?
I do have a problem with that.
Why?
Well, because you have it only one way.
But you're... Wait.
A man can have 4 wives.
No, wait. Why do you have a problem with zina? Why do they have to be married? According to an agnostic.
Because I believe in equality of men and women.
And where do you get your morals from?
Everywhere.
Not from Islam, if that's what you're asking.
Where is it from?
It doesn't matter.
Here.
No, it does matter.
It
does matter.
My own judgment.
Your own judgment.
Why does it matter?
So wait, listen.
Why does it even
listen.
matter?
Earlier you said you had no problem with how many people sleeping with how many people.
No, zina.
Women are into it.
What's the punishment for zina? Can you tell everyone?
No. Before you change the topic, don't change the topic.
The punishment for zina is returning a woman. They bury them, they keep their head up, and they stone them to death. That's the punishment.
Show me that in the Quran.
Oh, come on.
Show it to me.
Dude, just go and they're still doing it in certain countries.
You're from Iran, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? No wonder they do it in your country.
No, they don't do it.
Don't say every country.
Well, it's a Muslim
Go and look up, first and foremost, for zina is 100 lashes. It's not stoning. He doesn't know the rulings. The guy doesn't know the rulings.
Okay, 100 lashes. Why doesn't the man...
No. Wait a
minute.
You know why you change the topic? You know why you change the topic?
Lashes?
Because you realize that zina is a principle in Islam, and that's why they're punished. Your morality is not from Islam, and I totally agree with that. Your morality, you know why you're still accepting Islamic morality? Because it makes sense to you. Earlier, trust me, this is on camera. Earlier, this man said it's okay for anyone to sleep with as many women as they want. And now he's saying zina is not right.
This man keeps repeating.
You see how they change the topic? You see how he changed his stance?
So you believe in Islam, and I think one of the, any other religion you shouldn't be lying. If you're lying,
it's on tape. You can't be lying. I get caught out.
Anyone can sleep with anyone with consentation.
Sorry, with what?
With their consent.
Exactly. That is what zina is.
Which is fine.
Zina is with consent. Others will be raped.
Well, zina is punished though.
No. If zina is without consent, it will be considered as rape.
No, okay, hold on. When you mention zina, immediately as someone who's grown up as a Muslim, my thought immediately goes to the punishment that is specified for zina. Zina is a dirty word for a person. It's an insult to give to a person.
But are you okay with that action of zina? The word is dirty. Are you okay with the action?
I don't think it's, well, if it's married, then would it be...
No. Zina is not marriage. You know that, and I know that.
All right.
Once again, are you okay with the action of zina?
A woman deciding to sleep with a man?
Yes, with consent.
I'm fine with that.
Alhamdulillah. You see, this is what I wanted to tell this man.
Who is not married
Okay, so now we go back to what you were objecting to. Womenizing. Objectifying women. Remember he said this? He said this, objectifying women is wrong. Now he's okay with zina.
How is that objectifying women?
Brother, if somebody marries somebody sleeps around, do you have a problem with one night stands?
How is that objectifying women?
Because they see them as just objects. They don't respect them. There's no need for a marriage. There's no responsibility. There's no responsibility. Without a marriage, there is no responsibility.
So every couple here, when I ask every couple here who is not married, if the woman is doing zina.
No, not every. Zina doesn't have to be. Zina doesn't have to be. You live long term. It can be one night.
Yeah, so?
A one night stand.
How is that objectifying?
Do you have a problem with that?
How is that objectifying?
I'm asking you. This will answer it.
It's up to everybody's decision. Well, if she wants to have a standard,
wait. When
it's not up to you or me to decide if it's okay or not. Okay. They can make their own judgment.
Very good. Remember this. They can make their own judgment. Now those 72 virgins make their own judgment to sleep with this one man.
I thought they were creatures. They
are 72 virgins. I didn't say they were not special creations.
The new creatures that made up in
Yeah,
heaven.
they still have consent to marry, to sleep and marry this. To marry and sleep with this.
Of them, as you said,
but you have no problem with that, my friend. You just said it. You have no problem with that.
I don't have.
And that is not even zina, by the way. That is a marriage.
My question.
By the way, you know what was his problem? His problem was the punishment.
Are you talking to them or are you
Not the zina. I'm talking to everyone.
You seem really weak when you're talking to them, whereas your audience.
You have just contradicted yourself.
No, I haven't.
Okay, what does objectifying women mean? Go on, tell me.
Like what I was telling you.
Tell me what you understand by that.
In Quran, you said that. In Quran,
guys, just ignore it.
Heaven is described as a place where you can ask for anything you want. Any wish you have, you get it. Whereas in Quran,
what does objectifying women mean? Whom are you talking to now? The camera or me?
I'm talking. I don't want to look at your face, but I get distracted.
Okay, then don't talk to me. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You see, the reason he got angry is because he just realized that objectifying women, according to him, was someone who was given extra number of women. And that to him is objectifying. But when he said he has no problem with zina, as long as it's for consent, that was the end of his discussion.
When Quran rewards men, 72 virgins.
Yeah, I know you're jealous.
If you're good, you go to heaven.
First try to get there, then worry about Jannah.
And when the prize,
try to go to Jannah first, before you worry about Jannah.
Literally.
You got to learn how to be consistent and not contradict yourself.
You're gonna get some
you know, I see a lot of hate in the two of you.
You're gonna get
at least we still have a smile. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum. By the way, why would you need